episodes in a week. The week's gone by fast, which is great because I have Friday off, so that's always awesome. But anyway, I'm back again with episode 2 of the podcast that I don't have a name for, that I just call it a name just because I didn't have a name for it. So anyway, we're here, and if you didn't listen to the first one, go back to listen to that one. That will be in the description, the first one. Go check it out. Got good feedback on it, and I got some good comments, and a couple of people, saying that they liked it and they couldn't wait for the next one. So that's awesome to hear. And one of my friends, he listened to it, I'm assuming, and he was like, I have to be on this. And when he told me what he wanted to do, I was like, yeah, you're right, you do have to be on this. So we're going to start off with some topics, and then we're going to get to I guess you can call it the main event. But I'm here. A long time ago, his channel was It's CJ Productions, and then it was, I don't know what it was next, but it's Chris here today. Yeah, come on.
Oh, hey. I was gonna do the Los Matadores, like the clap, but I thought that was stupid.
Ole!
So I
Ole!
oh,
Ole!
hey. I didn't refrain. I actually just did it. But
Uh, well, there you go.
hi, gents and ladies. If there are ladies listening to this, that'd be pretty dope. You can hit me up. But
His Twitter will be in the
honestly,
description.
Pico's here.
That's all we need.
I haven't really been on this YouTube thing in like months.
Yeah, what happened? Where have you been? Wait, I already know, I
Oh,
already know.
kind of like
I have a real life.
have been intergalactically traveling.
Oh, okay. So did you go like Back to the Future, or did you go like?
Tried.
Oh,
I tried. I was asked by Shakara to go time travel to
mm.
prevent prior events, but that's a whole different story.
All right. Well, yeah, we don't want to get into that.
Fully induced on drugs.
This is illegal. This is illegal terms. I don't want to. This is illegal. We can't talk about that. But I'm gonna be doing like once a week. I'm probably gonna have one guest on. It'll be one of my friends that I talk to, and we'll just talk about whatever. And I made a list this time, which I probably won't make lists in the future, but I might.
Did you check it twice?
I did not, but I'm checking it now, so considerably it's
But
twice.
now I have to return on the podcast because all great guests they make two appearances, like Cliff Compton,
Yeah, I know, and Kevin
Mr.
Steen too.
859.
Kevin
So
Steen, 52. It's 51. It's 51, 151 or something like that. I don't know what it is. I just listened to the second one
so
today.
for now I'm Mr. Two.
Mr. Two. And then when he's on again in like 5 episodes, probably, then he'll be
Mr. 27.
sure. So, all right. The first thing that I had that I made a list on my phone during school that I wanted to talk about, and I sent the list to Chris, but I had something on there that I didn't send to him because I couldn't explain to him why they wanted this on the list again. And for the second week in a row, we're talking about Mr. Phillip Brooks. And I listened to the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast show with Paul Heyman. I don't know, Chris, did you listen to that by chance?
I haven't gotten around to it. I've heard good things about Stone Cold's podcast. I've never really listened.
Yeah, the one with Heyman was really good, and it felt like it went really quick, but it was like an hour or something. He's going to be on Thursday, tomorrow. Well, tomorrow for us. I don't know when this is going to be uploaded, but he's going to have a second one, so then he'll have two. And on this one, Steve Austin asked about Punk, and from Paul Heyman. This was a couple days before WrestleMania. They recorded this. Heyman basically said that Punk has not had any communication with Vince or anyone like that, and that Heyman talks to Punk, but he's still he doesn't talk about the business kind of thing. And I thought about this, and I was like, I finally came to the conclusion that he's done, and I can accept that. Now, I think I said in the last podcast, if he's at Payback, if he's not at Payback, then he'll be done. But honestly, right now, I can accept the fact that he's done. He's getting engaged to AJ or whatever. I don't know what the thing is with that. He probably, or AJ asked for time off and everything. They had like the script or something from Raw this past week got leaked out, which I don't know if that's the real script or not, but on the script it says that CM Punk was quote unquote injured, which I think that's just the way to say he's not here. And honestly, I'm kind of like I said, accepting the fact that CM Punk's not coming back. He's my favorite wrestler, and now I found new people to like. And when he first left, I wasn't like that. I was kind of, I guess, biased is the word, and I just wanted to watch CM Punk, and now that's changed. And if he's not at Payback, that's fine because Paige is going to be there, Daniel Bryan's going to be there, Cesaro, all these new guys that I'm gonna follow now, Adam Rose even, that they're gonna be there at Payback, for sure, because Punk's not there and he's out of the picture pretty much. But Chris, did you have anything to say about that? I know you didn't listen to the show.
But first off, I just want to say WWE, if you're listening to this
Let's
and
turn it on.
if you need an Adam Rose like valet,
Person
I'm in.
for like
I
the
won't
bus.
even, I won't even be asked to be paid. I'm in.
Oh man, I think I forgot who I was saying this to. Maybe it was Chris and a bunch of other people. If they had like Teddy Biasi had like the DiBiase Posse party, but they had like the Adam Rose like thing where like you go on the bus and it's like you just have a party or something before
That'd be great.
Raw. That'd be awesome. I would be the first one to sign up. That'd be awesome.
That
Oh
would
man.
work so well.
Oh, I would. Adam Rose is awesome, and him and Solomon Crow are the two people from NXT that I really, really liked as soon as I saw like what they had to do pretty much. Um, but yeah, I the first thing that I had on my list after the Punk thing was I wanted to get Mr. Chris over
I
here.
never gave my thoughts on Punk.
Oh, well, I thought you were done. Sorry. Okay, go
Uh,
ahead.
yeah, I agree with you for the most part. I feel like I don't really trust anything Paul Heyman said. I've watched enough media and stuff regarding him where people say he's a compulsive liar.
Hmm.
I don't know what to believe. Maybe, since it was Stone Cold, it was 100% factual. And I could totally believe CM Punk talking to a guy like Heyman in his
Hmm.
time of need. But I wouldn't say Punk is like 100% done. I just think he needs a mental break. All wrestlers do it, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Stone Cold left for a while, The Rock left for a while. And people say John Cena's never had a mental break. Well, John Cena's been hurt and gotten time off. Punk was hurt and they put him on commentary. He doesn't get time off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, dude's fried out. I mean, this business is ridiculous. I'd be tired too. I'm tired. I'm right now. I am tired, and I did not leave my house once today.
Oh
So I can
man.
completely understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, and also, what was I gonna say? Something along the lines of, he like you said, he needs a break. And do I think he'll be back? Oh yeah, I'm sure he'll be back. Maybe next year's or next Royal Rumble and a couple next year or whatever. But I just I'm talking about like right now if he will be back. But yeah, I agree that I'm sure he'll be back, and then by next year, if anything, if he's is gonna come back. But I think he's gonna get to that point where it's gonna be he's gonna miss that that burning fire inside of him that's saying, I want to do this one more time. And, he needs, like you said, he needs time off. He needs mental time off. And I think that's what he's doing now. When he had time off last year around this time, he just went to a bunch of hockey games and, baseball games and stuff. So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what's going on. Like I said, I hope he's at Payback just like the next guy, but I don't know. But the next thing I was saying was, Chris, your thoughts on Mania. You haven't made any videos. I think you have tweeted once or twice about it, but overall, what are your thoughts on WrestleMania? I don't want to go too far into like the card and everything, but
I, I've been very silent in regards to my Mania thoughts. Like I remember I live tweeted a good portion of it, but it was more of just what was going on.
hmm
And overall, everybody is in love with this story of WrestleMania, how the whole Daniel Bryan thing, the ultimate comeback. Personally, I didn't think it was an above average WrestleMania. I went back and watched it. I watched it twice because I'm never gonna single handedly rate a show without really putting the time in.
hmm
And WrestleMania is more of a spectacle, so you can't sit down and watch it once because you're caught up in the spectacle the first time. The second time you watch it and nitpick it. So I watch it again, and I didn't really like love it. be perfectly honest with you, like I love the Daniel Bryan stuff, so that's two matches right off the bat that I loved. But I hated the Taker match. I hated the finish of the Taker match. I thought that was absolutely asinine. That's for a different podcast. I can go 35 minutes on why ending the streak was the stupidest move WWE's ever made.
Yeah, and I know you were telling us yesterday about that, and I really think that you should make a video just on that. And if because like when he explained it to me yesterday, it really made sense. He put it all in perspective, and I kind of I agree with some of the things he said. I disagree with a couple, but that's really honestly something that you should think about doing, making a video on, because I know I was all fired up about that Taker match.
I'll potentially do one. It's just I feel like if I do, like everybody's said what I've said, or I have like a unique perspective on it, so maybe. But
Hmm.
besides the Taker thing, I didn't love Bray Cena. I thought that was really weird.
Hmm.
I thought that was going to be a brawl, to be perfectly honest with you, and it wasn't. I was kind of a fan of what they did with the Shield, made them look badass. The Divas thing was stupid. I don't know why that was even a thing.
It was after the Taker match to put that, to talk about the Divas thing. It was right after the Taker match, so no one cared at all.
They did that. Like, you
Yeah,
end the streak and you put on the Divas match. I think that's because people are going to the bathroom to actually end their life.
yeah.
They're like, let's put this on, get it over with.
Well, I heard that people were leaving after the Taker match,
I wouldn't
which
be shocked.
I would be mad. Like I would be mad, but I wouldn't leave. Like I mean, those people like must have been like people who were there just to see the Taker. They didn't care about Daniel Bryan. They were just to see Taker. Because honestly, I don't know how you could leave WrestleMania. Even Taker loses. I understand that's a big deal. It is a big deal, but I just don't see why you would leave before the
It's
main event.
stupid. Like,
Oh, it is. I agree, but
true story, my mom, the next day, on the Monday after, she came up to me and she asked me about it. She's like, oh, did this actually happen? I said, yeah. And I said, people left. And she goes, what do you mean? I'm like, people got out of their seats and left. She goes, I'd actually kill you for leaving because you'd spend.
yeah, so
Really
much
think
money.
about the expenses that go at WrestleMania
Oh
and you're,
yeah,
you're leaving the show.
yeah.
But besides that, loved everything with Antonio Cesaro. That dude is going to be the man. And overall, it was a good show but like not one of my favorite WrestleManias. I'm very weird about WrestleMania. Sometimes I don't want the best wrestling. I want like the best results.
Hmm.
That's why I love 23.
Oh, oh, we could. You know what? You know what? The next time, in a couple of weeks or something, me and you, we should watch 23,
I love
and
23.
just honestly, I was just about to say 23 is, and quoting Paul Heyman from the Steve Austin podcast, where he said he likes all the new stuff pretty much. 23 is by far my favorite WrestleMania of all time,
It
and
it encapsulated everything WrestleMania should
it
be.
was awesome.
It wasn't like a solid wrestling show, even though it did have absolutely amazing matches.
Hmm.
Everything was a spectacle and everything felt important.
Hmm. Well, the reason like I like it so much is because, like the quick story, but when I first really like found out about there's the pay-per-views that WWE holds, and I was sitting at my grandma's house. We were all having dinner for whatever, and WrestleMania was on that night, and I made a tantrum saying I want to order this show. It's like the Super Bowl of wrestling, and I didn't know that there was other pay-per-views, like other pay-per-view events. I thought it was just that one, and it was $60 or $50 or 40, I don't know. But I was saying I want to order the show, and we did ended up not to order the show. So my first ever DVD was WrestleMania 23, and I watched that thing, I literally at least like 50 to 100 times because that's the only DVD I had. That's the only DVD that I or the only real like full show that I watched. And the weird thing is, which is kind of not weird, but I had the two disc set, and disc three has the Cena versus Shawn Michaels match. I never have once watched that Cena versus Shawn Michaels match in full. I watched parts of it, and then I watched like just a YouTube clip of it.
Oh, you're
But
missing out.
I've never seen it in full
It is a
because
clinic.
I've heard. I'm just saying, like I've heard it was good, and I,
I kid you not. I honestly think that's the match where everybody started taking Cena seriously.
really.
Like that match, you may not be able to quote me on this. I think this was either Cena's first or second Mania main event.
Hmm.
He might have main evented 22. 23, that main event. was awesome. Although Taker Batista should have ended the show. That's for a different. Like I will rant about
Well,
that.
like I was about to say, was one day we had to we should watch WrestleMania 23 in its entirety, and then come back on the podcast and just give our full thoughts on it and everything.
Oh, I'm so down. It's such a good
That
show.
yeah, I like I said, I've watched it so many times, and the reason I haven't watched the Shawn Michaels Cena match in full is because Disc One had everything on it. So I'd throw in Disc One, and by the time I finished with that, after watching the Battle of the Billionaires match at least 7 times, in the same day, I would never get to the Cena Shawn Michaels match because I would just watch that first disc. So I never really got to sit down and watch that. But like you said,
There's
it's
logic
awesome.
behind it.
Go ahead.
No. There's logic behind what you're saying. Like you
Oh,
don't want to change the disc. Like I
oh
used to
yeah,
hate that.
yeah. Changing the yeah. I didn't like that, so I just never watched the second disc. And then I would literally. I remember I'd always skip the national anthem before. I think Aretha Franklin sang it or
Aretha
something.
Franklin.
Yeah, and I would always skip that and go to the Money in the Bank match, which is where here's another little story. This is where I first saw CM Punk, and I heard for his Money in the Bank when he came down, and then when they said from Chicago, Illinois, I literally stuck my eyes on the TV and I was like, this guy is awesome. I'm gonna follow him. He's from Chicago. I'm gonna follow him and watch every single thing that he's ever does. And
Well,
you
I
see
think the
me today.
grander question out of that is you skip the national anthem.
I'm,
So are you saying that you're a communist?
I'm saying that I was little and I just wanted to watch the wrestling.
Everybody who listens to this, tweet at me #Pinko's a communist, and I will follow you.
I would always want to just get straight to the wrestling because I would be like, I don't want to see the intro. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see that. I would always skip.
Watch ROH. It's all about the wrestling, baby.
Uh, yeah, that's when I first saw CM Punk. We got it totally off, but that's okay.
No, I think people are gonna enjoy this.
But that's okay. But that's about it for Mania. I gave my thoughts on it.
Mania 30 was a good show. That's all.
Yeah, it was. I'll put it. I gotta watch it again. I meant to watch it again. I'm probably gonna watch it either tomorrow night or Friday night, just so I could watch it again a second time. But from watching it live, it was awesome, and I was really glad that the network and everything because the network really made the Mania better for me, just so I could watch it live. I was literally like maybe 10 or 15 seconds behind. I was on Skype with Matt Beast for the first match, and he was 10 seconds ahead of me, but it was perfect HD. It never lagged out for me at all, but I was still 10 seconds behind. But I was glad that I was 10 seconds behind because I didn't read Twitter, and I just got a good stream and nothing went wrong.
Oh yeah, the network was sick.
Hmm.
I don't know what they're doing, but ROH, take notes.
Oh
Like
yeah.
Jesus, this was their first shot at streaming a pay-per-view online, or probably wasn't their first shot. It was the first time a mass scale of people were watching it online
Hmm.
legally.
Yeah,
Like
legally.
I know they've been streaming pay-per-views live on the .com for a
Yeah.
while, but I don't think anybody's really ever watched it. I know a couple of people who are like, I don't have a TV, I can't afford a cable box, so I'm
Hmm.
gonna watch it on my laptop. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But this was the first time like six figures kind of people are watching it on the laptop,
Yeah.
and it worked perfectly.
And for me, I watched it on my PS3. I think the thing that made it better was I had my the Ethernet hooked up. I had a wired connection, so it wasn't Wi-Fi, but it was that would maybe have helped it. That maybe helped it out a little bit, but honestly, I had no problems with it at all.
I freaking love the network.
But so leading into the network, you have it. I don't know, how's it been? Maybe like a couple months, 2 months, 3 months, maybe since they
I forget when it came out, but it's
the
definitely
the
like a
day
month.
after Elimination Chamber. So that
22nd maybe February,
May, yeah, 26th, 22nd, something like that.
something like that. Yeah.
So did you get the first day?
I attempted to. Yeah.
Hmm.
I really initially ordered it for my Xbox, and it wasn't
Uh,
working on the Xbox at all the first couple of days.
yeah, that's
So
what I heard.
I checked it out on my laptop, and it's actually really cool. Like, I was really not into it. I was like, this is stupid. Like, What's the point? I have all these DVDs. I don't need to go back and watch this.
Hmm.
But they have so much little crap that you wouldn't even understand like exists.
It's awesome.
Like I wasn't sold on it until the other night when they released this documentary on Daniel Bryan,
Hmm.
like leading into WrestleMania,
That was good.
and it was so entertaining.
I know that. Did you watch any full shows other than WrestleMania? Um, Other than the Daniel Bryan documentary thing, did you watch any like old like pay-per-views or anything like that?
I watched One Night Stand '06 the first day. I
Okay.
was sold.
I know the first day I watched. The only thing I can get the first day was the live stream, and I was watching the first WrestleMania like four times. I watched it, I think, and I was at some restaurant watching it on my phone, which is pretty awesome. But then I think that the Friday after the network came out, which I wasn't planning on getting it at first because I didn't think I'd be able to pay for it and everything. But and then I pretty much sold the idea of getting rid of my cable box and just doing the network. Which during the summer I'm pretty much just gonna have the network. That's going to be the only thing I have. But later that week, me and a couple other people like Miguel Breach and I think two other people. I forgot who was there, but we all watched the what was it? It was In Your House something 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 1996 maybe 97. I don't know what it was, but that was fun. That was the first full show that I watched. That was a fun time.
Yeah, then the network is great if you're really new or haven't watched old stuff. Like it's
Hmm.
perfect.
Yeah, I honestly I wouldn't watch a lot of this stuff if it wasn't for people talking about it. And like the one thing I want to watch is when the NWO like starts with everyone coming out and everything because I watched the NWO DVD documentary and now I really like ever since I watched the documentary the NWO. I don't know if too many people like that, but I became a huge fan of the NWO and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall and them just from watching that documentary, and from then on I wanted to see every single thing of the NWO since that documentary was just crazy.
Oh, and in their prime, the NWO were the bomb diggity.
But
They were the bee's knees.
so what do you say? So if someone's listening to this right now and they're just using the full week free trial to get or to watch WrestleMania, what would you have to say to them right now?
Dudes, order it. They have every ECW show ever, and ECW is the shit. Like, you guys don't understand. ECW is so entertaining, and they have everything. Like at your disposal. You can watch any Barely Illegal you want to, any Hardcore Heaven. You can watch the WWE ECW if you want to, if that gets your jollies off. It it's so entertaining, and they do all these original things on the network that you'll never see if you don't have the network.
Hmm.
So you gotta order it. You gotta. How much is it a month? $10?
It's
Like,
$10 a month, and if you think about it right now, if you were to get it, you would get SummerSlam. Um, so that's good because I know that my subscription will end right when I go back to school, which I was glad about because I would get it the first day, still get Mania. I would have it for the whole summer, and literally like the week that I go back to school, my subscription ends, so I won't be needing it anyway.
yeah,
So,
like I don't have to worry about like finding a stream for Extreme Rules. Like I
mhm,
literally can type in WWE.com/network and I'll be playing. I'm like,
yeah,
it's beautiful.
yeah,
And if they can pull off a good stream for WrestleMania and that was their first try, like imagine the stream for Extreme Rules.
oh yeah, it'll be perfect, honestly.
Like they aren't even trying yet.
Yeah,
They
but
are trying. I'm gonna give them a lot more credit than they deserve.
they're doing an awesome job. And the one thing that they've been talking about and that's been rumored and everything is the network logo becoming the full time logo. And ever since I saw the network logo, I loved it. Obviously, it's going to be a huge change to the WWE logo that they have now. I'm trying to look around my room to see, to look at it as I'm talking about it. But obviously, it's going to be a big change with when they pull out the new network logo. I heard it's like August, September is when they're supposed to be doing that. But the WrestleMania 31 logo has the new network logo. That's going to be the full time one. It already has it on there. And I really, really like that logo. It's simple. It's, it looks like something that would be in, this time area, I guess you would call it right now. I like the logo, and I can't wait for it to be incorporated, and I can't wait for it to be on the patch at the bottom of my shirt. Uh, I don't know if you've seen the logo obviously because the network, but you excited to see it be incorporated like eventually? Oh, you done goof. You
Yeah, I don't even
there?
know what happened.
I don't know what happened. We were going so good, but I was saying about the new network logo, how it's going to be like a full time eventually, and how I like it. And I don't know if are you ready for there to be a new logo?
I mean, I don't know if I can handle it, man. I don't know how I'll sleep at night. No, it's like, it, I mean, if they do a new logo, it's cool. But if they don't either, it's cool. It's one of those things like,
Hmm.
I don't really care. Like
Yeah,
the logo's pretty cool. I know you're a logo guy, so this is what you're talking about, like you
yeah,
like design stuff. But it is pretty cool. Like it looks like futuristic,
yeah. I was
almost
just
as
saying that
if
it's
they're
simple.
spawning robots at the network.
Yeah, and I forgot what I was just about to say, but yeah, I pretty much talked about it because it was a good segue into it. But anyway, WrestleMania 31, that has the new logo on it, like the new, like the WrestleMania 31 logo has like the play button and the new WWE logo that they're gonna, fully incorporate into everything, soon. And 31, me and Chris have been talking about it with a bunch of other people. And for me, as long as I can get a job and as long as I could get money by the time the tickets go on sale, I'm ready. I really want to go after watching this year's Mania videos from everybody. I want to go. I need to get a job as soon as possible. As soon as possible, get a lot of money as soon as possible. I already stopped spending. As soon as that Warrior DVD came out, I saw it in the stores and I was like, I need to go. I need to save up money. I can't buy this right now. And then plus the Raw after, like after the show, DVDs coming out. Another one of those things where I can't buy it because I want to save up as much money as I can. Literally tomorrow for us or for me, I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings, and that's the last time I'm gonna go. You spend money pretty much until I, get a lot of money saved up. Chris, I know you've been talking about it and everything. WrestleMania 31.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I couldn't go this year because scheduling wise, it would have messed up with school,
Hmm.
and just wouldn't have worked in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I know. Next year, already looked it up, and if I were to go, I'd be leaving on during my spring break, and I'd
Yeah,
only be missing 2 days of school after Mania. I'd had the Raw, and then I had the Tuesday that you'd come home, and that would be perfect. It's my senior year. I want to have something fun before I, go off into the real world, if you will. And this is going to be it. And California, I love California. I've been to Southern California once, and I just love California, and I'm really glad to see, there's go to Northern California if I do get the chance to with WrestleMania 31, and I'm trying my hardest to, you know, find jobs. I've applied to at least like 7 or 8 places. I'm keeping applying and everything just to get, this Mania money and to, just to have spending money in the future after Mania and everything. But yeah, I guess that's that on that. That I just said
yeah.
that
It's
4 times.
me. It's gonna be more of a vacation too. Like it's gonna
Hmm.
be a party. Like I've been talking to a couple of like my personal friends, like people you probably don't know,
Hmm.
and like they're down. Like the way it would work for me maybe is we'd go Thursday to Thursday
Hmm.
and have 2 days of just exploring California,
Yeah, there you go.
which would be absolutely awesome because not knocking anybody and like where the 49ers play, but there's nothing to do by where you live.
Oh yeah.
So like maybe we'll drive around. I don't know. But if we do go, oh, is it gonna be a party?
And yeah, I just like I said after watching everyone's Mania videos, I'm all fired up to just a vlog like in general. Let alone go to WrestleMania and have hang out with everybody that I've met through here and everything that it went this year that I was kind of felt left out. I felt left out for 29, seeing like Chris and Boston Brothers and Kyle, my friend Kyle, everyone who went. I felt left out just then, let alone this year. It felt worse. I felt like I was really missing out on something, but because everyone went this year. But yeah, I guess that's it for WrestleMania 31. and all right, so that's pretty much all the wrestling stuff that I had to talk about, and that was pretty good, honestly. And to end it out, like I said at the beginning of this podcast, Chris pretty much said that he wanted to come on the podcast and he wanted to be on, for the second episode, and he wanted to tell a couple stories that he's had. Kids, do not try this at home. I don't know what he's going to say. It's gonna be a fun time editing this. But yeah, if you wanted to tell like one story, and then we'll see how long it goes, and then we'll continue. So yeah.
The main reason I want to do this is because like I have friends on the internet, and I haven't really talked to these friends in quite a while, like Britain, and I've talked to James recently, but before recently, not in a while, and I felt like this was like a funny forum to share what's been going on in my life, and I promise I won't curse a lot.
Well,
Because
that's fine and all, but if at this point, if you hate Chris, if you have anything against Chris, if you don't like Chris, now's the time you can exit. Thanks for listening. To see you next week. But if you want to stay around and stick around and listen to this, then I'm just gonna go get some popcorn. So, Chris,
so
take it away.
Pico, me and him were talking. Like I texted him first, and he was like, I was like, I really liked your podcast. He goes, thanks, bro. Stop texting me. How'd you get this number? And I was like, hey, can I be on it? And he goes, yeah,
I think I asked you about Adam Rose first, and then you said that.
yeah. Adam Rose came up because Adam Rose is the man. But we, I was like, can I come on? You know, every podcast I listen to, there's funny stories, and like I like taking people into my life because I'm blessed to have a very nice life. And I was like, can I come on and just tell like a really funny story? But it's a drunken escapade, and I know Pico isn't into the whole drug side of the world, and that's
Straight
cool.
edge, brother.
If you're not into that, that's totally cool. But I am, and illegally, of course, because Wolfpack for life. And so I'm going to tell the story now. So it was like July, and I met this girl. Girls are trouble. Never associate yourself with girls. Like at all costs. Like don't talk to girls. They ruin your life. No, I'm just kidding. Like a girl I'm talking to now, she's flying to Hawaii, so she'll probably never hear this. I'd be if I was talking to her now, I'd be like, yeah, I'm trash talking chicks on a podcast, and she'd get all angry. But
Yeah.
so I met this girl online, and this isn't a catfish story. So if you're looking for that, you're out of here. But
All
I
right.
met her, and I was like, listen, I have this place, and there's this place in my town. I'm not gonna reveal where I live because I don't want like one of you to show up and be like, do you want to talk about SummerSlam? I'd be like, that is weird. But so this girl, I make a plan with her. I say, hey, we're gonna meet at this public place, kind of. It's behind a building.
Don't try this at home, kids.
It's where everybody goes and hangs out, and illegal activity ensues.
Uh-oh.
So I go. My friend drops off 2 6-packs, and I thought, okay, that's cool. He. It was so funny though. His older sister's driving him. He pulls and he goes, "I gotta get out of here," and he throws it out, and I'm left there with my friend, and I'm my best friend, and we're just standing there like, what do we do? So we go, we hide it, we go play basketball for a little bit because basketball is my favorite sport, and they come, the girls come, and we're sitting there, we're hanging out, and a security guard comes out
Uh-oh.
of the building because it's not legal what we're doing in any way, shape, or form. It's trespassing.
Oh, unbelievable.
It's public intoxication. It's
Unbelievable.
like 9 different felonies.
We don't need to go over those. Just continue the story.
like that's bad.
Yeah.
And he
it
comes
is.
out and it's this like black dude with like a really nice mustache. Like I vividly remember this. And he comes out and he goes, "Hey, what are y'all doing?"
What are y'all doing?
And I go, "Nothing." I hide everything. I throw it all under the table. He goes, "You guys," and I don't think he saw anything. He just goes, "You guys aren't allowed to be here."
Oh.
And I found that really ironic because like literally everybody goes there and
Mhm.
we're the ones to get caught. And I was the most nervous about getting caught.
Oh,
So I go, okay.
that would be me too.
So he goes inside. We pick up everything and we go in the woods. And I go, okay. I look at my friend dead in the eye. I go, you take these girls and you bring them to another public place. And I'm just like, bring them there and keep them there. And I'm already like 5 in. Like it's bad. I'm like slurring my words. So they go, and it's me and my best friend again. And me and my best friend, we've been best friends since I think 7th grade. So it's been about like 5 years. So we know each other very well. Like we know how to work with each other. And I go, listen, there's only one way we could physically carry all this and not be seen, and it's taking the train tracks.
Uh,
It's like a live wire,
yeah.
electric current train.
Yeah.
And
Did you put a quarter on the train tracks?
what?
Put a quarter on the train tracks or a penny or whatever it
You
is.
should never do that. Like, Stand By Me, like,
Yeah.
great movie. But so I look at him, I go, this is the night we become men.
Uh-oh.
And we hop this fence.
I better put a disclaimer on this.
We hop this fence. We walk. We start walking. And then the fucking train starts coming.
Oh, man.
And you know how train tracks works? They close.
Yeah.
The train starts coming.
Uh-huh.
My friend starts flipping a shit. He starts cursing me. He says, "You fucking piece of shit. I hate you. I hate you." I go, dude, we can literally just hop off. And we hopped off. We watched the train go. The conductor's looking at us like, why are you here? I'm here. I'm like, I'm here for the scenery. Because like when I'm intoxicated, I'm an asshole. So the train goes by. My friend is still flipping out. We still have about half a mile to go. And we literally keep walking, we keep walking, we keep walking. We come upon a homeless man.
Oh, God.
And he was not happy because supposedly we were trespassing his territory. And
Makes sense.
I was so nervous. Like, I was more nervous for that than the train.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Get out of here!" And he goes, "Give me the stuff you have." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Fuck you!" And he goes, "I have a knife." I go, "No, you don't. You're
What?
homeless." And he didn't have a knife. So we continue walking because like my town is full of bums. I don't know why. And we continue walking. We finally approach our destination, and the girls left.
Oh.
And like I know you were all expecting like, and then I got laid, but no, I didn't.
I was just like, I was picturing, like, there's one train that goes through my town. And I was picturing this area where there's a bunch of trees and everything. And it's like a really, like, weird area that's like, you have to get over it to get to the Walmart. But I'm
No,
picturing,
it's probably very similar.
well, I'm picturing, like, this, like, me and, like, this random kid that would, like, is my friend. I don't know who it is. Like, I can't, like, tell who it is that I know, but just walking down like you said, and then just some random dude like chilling there. I don't know why. I picture Stand By Me too.
Almost people love trains.
I picture Stand By Me. I could picture that. Ever since you said that, I picture that. But that's not like I don't know what I'd be doing. I like
Like
I don't like being in like the outdoors. Like
I hate nature now. Like I got so many mosquito bites. I was like, screw this. Like it was not worth it.
when
Like
was this?
my friend brought bug spray, and it just
Mhm.
didn't work.
When was this? Was this like
This was like dead July, middle of July. So
last year?
mosquitoes were out and ready to fuck with you.
Was it last year, July?
Last summer, yeah,
Yeah.
July 2013. This summer was crazy. Like when I come back on, like that was only like a PG rated story.
Oh God.
Like it gets worse,
I
like
can't.
so much worse.
I can't wait. You should have a podcast of your own just doing that.
Nah, I think I should come on here. Like,
Yeah, just be that rated PG-13 story.
Superstore.
Well, that's what was I gonna say? Well, that's kind of like you said railroad, and that reminded me of this one story. That me and my friend Tommy. I know Chris knows Tommy, but me and my friend Tommy, we were driving home from one of like the school football games, I think it was, and it was 10:30 ish. And like I said, there's only that one railroad track that goes through our town, so we have to get over the railroad tracks. We have to get over. Sorry, Zach Ryder. We have to get over the railroad tracks.
God.
We have to get over the railroad tracks to get home. So we turn right onto Main Street because that's like the road that we have to turn on. And the moment we turn, there's about a good like 15, 20 feet between us and the railroad tracks. So all of a sudden, the lights go on for the railroad tracks. And the thing's slowly coming down. And I'm like, go. And we book it over. And as we book it over, I look to the right and there's the train, like maybe a good like half mile away. And I was like, I cannot believe we just did that. That was the scariest thing ever.
Trains are scary.
They are
They're
scary.
so underrated.
And I just like I've heard stories and everything of people, and I heard that you have to, you should stay there as soon as the light goes on. But I was like, I want to get home, I'm pretty sure we lost that game. I just want to get home. And I was like, go. And we booked it. And the crazy thing is, we're if we're going somewhere tomorrow, but I'm driving this time, so it'll be even worse. But
There you go.
that's my story. When you said railroad, that's what I thought of. But I don't know that that was pretty funny. But I don't know what else to talk about. This is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm set. I gave my piece.
He gave his piece. He came. He arrived. He left.
I came, I saw, I conquered, I broke the streak.
Yeah, I mean he arrived. He watched hockey. I watched baseball the whole
I'm
time.
currently still watching hockey, and boy, are these games crazy.
I'm currently watching White Sox versus Red Sox. It's currently 1-1, and I think it's the top of the third. I could be wrong, but yesterday was a crazy game. Here's a little baseball talk. Yesterday, and I love this. Like I love telling this. I told this at least like 6 times today, just because it was awesome. Now on school nights, I normally go to sleep early because I like sleeping. Which I'll probably go to sleep right after we film this podcast, which is about it's about 8 o'clock right now, my time. So I wanted to stay up for the White Sox game, and I was on Skype with these guys, and I it was tied 1-1. It was the bottom of the ninth. There was 2 outs, 2 men on, and it was a full count. So when it's a full count, the runners have to run no matter what because there's why not? So the batter, I forgot who it was. He hit the ball to shortstop, and our guy at second, he was already halfway home pretty much. So the guy at shortstop threw it to first, and thank God for him, the first baseman bobbling the ball. We won the game. It was awesome. Sorry, Boston brothers, but that was an awesome moment, and I cannot get tired of saying that story because that was the coolest thing ever. They won. It was like around 11 o'clock. I got to go to sleep, and I woke up this morning and I did not feel tired at all. So I'm probably gonna sleep or stay up again until 10 today because it's Thursday tomorrow. Technically my Friday because I don't have school, and that's it. Mr. John Baylor's coming tomorrow.
I
And
just realized I haven't talked to Ryan nor Adam in months.
yeah, no one's talked to them except if you went to Mania because I think Ryan got on Skype one day that was like maybe November, I want to say, and that was a good like 10 minutes.
Once they hit 1,000 subs, they started selling out. They're
Just
two of my best friends on here.
I had 1,000 subscribers.
I
I
was at one point,
Yeah, I remember
but
that.
then I left.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it went like that,
And
but
let you find Stunhead some baby.
all right,
Let you go. No, I'm just
all right,
kidding.
that's enough out of you.
Yeah, I don't want to like start a whole feud.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, that's about it. So thanks for listening. If you listened to the entire thing, let me know. Let me know how you liked it. Who should I have on next week? What should we talk about next week? Should we tell another story? Story time with Mike and Chris. Should we bring that back in a couple of weeks or whatever? I'm sure we will. I'll have a couple stories by then. By that time, it'll probably be summer. But this podcast is fun. This podcast is really fun. It's fun to only have to worry about one person getting on. I'm sure I'll have a wrestling podcast edition of this where I have Kyle and Britton and Chris on because Chris was originally in the original wrestling podcast. But I'm sure we'll have one of those sooner or later. But it's fun just having just whatever I want to say it without anybody interrupting and stuff. And someone just got hit. So sorry to
I have friends.
Sorry to Mr. Boston, but I don't know who that was because yesterday everyone was wearing number 42. So I want this is number two on Boston. Yes, number 2 on the Red Sox just got hit. I'm sorry, but yesterday here's another story to end it off. Really, AJ Przinsky, who was the catcher for the Red Sox, he was on the White Sox in 2005, 6, and 7, I believe, and 2008, and he was up to bat and our pitcher, he had to have thrown at least 40 miles an hour. That was the slowest major league pitch I've ever seen. And AJ Brzezinski is a lefty batter. He stood there, and the ball went right under his arm, and he just flinched, and he caught the ball like with his arm, and then it dropped out just because like he released it. But it was like he just like underhand tossed it Oh, look at that double play. Oh, he's safe. Just kidding. But it was. I was like, well, what kind of throw is that? Like, you're a pitcher from Major League. Like, I could throw faster than that, and I know I could throw faster than what he threw. But yeah, that's about it.
Turned down from what?
Yeah, turned down for what? I agree. So we're gonna end on that. Thanks for listening. If you liked it, then thank you for listening to this entire thing. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening. Turn down for what? Thank you, Chris, once again. Go follow him on Twitter, and that's about it. Thanks, Chris, once again. And like he said, turn down for what? Because I said that like 6 times. Thanks for listening.
Bye. See you later. See you never. See you never. See ya.